and welcome to this presentation of Control4i in a very short format of about 10 minutes. The M81 product family is made of Control4i, Flash4i, and Recover4i. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the product Control4i. For the other products, I invite you to go and see their presentation in similar 10 minutes video. M81 distributes its products all over Europe via a network of 18 distributors for the moment. So, let's talk about monitoring. In your company, the IT infrastructure is probably already monitored. The servers, the virtual machines, Windows, Linux, or Unix systems, even the routers or printers. One of the most popular tools for monitoring IT is Nagios. It was one of the first ones, and it's free. But many other tools are now available, most of the time easier to use than Nagios, and many of them are also free. In some companies, there is a team dedicated to look if every system is running well and to manage the alerts. Except for one server, IBM server or partitions. That's abnormal because IBM partitions are often an important element in IT infrastructure of a company. There are many reasons for this. The first is that there are not many plugins in Nagios to monitor IBM, only a few ones, and they only monitor general indicators like CPU, disk space, or active subsystems, not the main indicators that we usually check. Second, they have been written by Linux men with a Linux syntax, and everybody knows that IBM specialists working on IBM for a long time don't speak Linux. They need to make an effort to understand those plugins. Third, most of the time, IBM team and Linux team don't communicate a lot because they don't work in the same role. Here is an example with work active job command. An IBM specialist is used to work with that kind of command. When you press F4, you get every available parameter with the list of value and help. On Linux, the command looks like this. You have to look for the list of parameters by yourself. And it's not very hard to use, but it's completely different. That's where Control4i can help, by taking the best part of both worlds and have them work together. Here is the structure of the monitoring network. We have the Nagios server and two IBM partitions in this example. On every IBM partition to monitor, we will install an agent. This is a single library with a subsystem that has to be always active. On Nagios, we have to install only one plugin, only one program. This plugin has only two parameters, the IP address of the partition and the IBM command that will check whatever you want to check. You heard it well, an IBM command. For example, if I want to check that the subsystem QBatch is active and that there are two jobs running in this subsystem, with the product, we deliver the command ctcheck sbs on the IBM partition. This command has traditional parameters. We can use F4 to see them. We enter the right parameters, here the subsystem name and the list of jobs, and we press enter. The answer of the command is a message that we can see in 5250. We can test the command as much as we want. When the command is ready with the right parameters, we have to create the Nagios service, that's the name of the check in Nagios, We only have to copy this command and place and paste it into a parameter of the plugin, like we see here. That's it. For every check we want to monitor, we only have to find the IBM command that does the job, enter it in the 5250 session, test it until we find the good parameters, and make a copy-paste to Nagios. The result in Nagios will look like this. You can see that the message is exactly the one sent by the IBM command. The product includes more than 110 checks. Those standard checks allow to monitor a very big part of the system. This includes the hardware problems, backups with or without BRMS, jobs in message wait or in lock wait, replication with Mimix, QuickUDD or iCluster, or analyze any message queue or system log, for example. There are also many checks related to ERP M3 from Infor, where we check information coming from the grid. If you don't find the check that you need, the product is delivered with templates. If you have any existing program written in CLP, RPG, COBOL or Java that says yes, no, 0 or 1, then in less than half an hour, it can be transformed into a Nagios problem. Here it is. This quick presentation is over. Control for Y is already installed on a large number of partitions in many companies all over Europe. We offer you a more in-depth demo and to look with you how you could use these functions. Do not hesitate to contact us. Our coordinates are displayed on the screen. Depending on your region and language, you can contact us in English, French or German. And of course, you can find more information on our website m81.eu. Thank you for your attention and see you soon.